Hello everyone, my name is Teacher Richard from London Centre. I teach IELTS classes here at London Centre. I'm going to discuss about our online class, so teaching IELTS online. Currently we have a class Tuesday between 6 p.m. and 7:30. We use Zoom and I can help you achieve your IELTS target score of over 6.5, maybe 7.5 from the comfort of your own home. Okay, so while we're here, I'm going to take a closer look at IELTS Writing Task 1, and this is like an example of what I would teach on the IELTS class. So if I just move forward, so in this short video, I'm really going to look at IELTS vocabulary, Writing Task 1, bar chart. Okay, let me move on to my next slide. Okay, so for Writing Task 1, you could get one of 6 possible tasks. A bar chart is one of them. It could be a line graph, it could be a diagram, it could be a pie chart, it could be a map or a table. So it could be one of those 6 tasks. So a popular writing task 1 is a bar chart. Okay, we can see a basic bar chart here. Okay, it's split into 4 separate years: 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013. On the vertical axis, we have numbers 0 to 5 in millions. They are represented in millions. And on the horizontal axis we have the years from 2010 to 2013. And then finally we have the color coordination. So before we look at more details, we can see that music is represented by the dark blue color, movies is represented by pink, and books represented by color green. So let's look at a bar chart with a typical IELTS Writing Task 1 question. So the heading says, internet sales of 3 products in Thailand from 2010 to 2013. And then again, just to recap, we're looking at 3 products represented by music, movies and books. Music is dark blue, movies represented by pink, and the books are in green. The vertical axis represents the amount of downloads, the amount of sales in millions. Okay, let me move on to the next slide. Okay, so we're looking at the vocabulary only today. How can I improve my vocabulary to describe a trend? If we look at music, we can see in 2010 we are at about 4.25 million. Moving forward to 2011, okay, we're now at about 3.5 million sales. 2012, 3.2 million sales. And finally, 2013, we are at approximately 2.7 million sales. So when we come to the writing task, we need to describe that trend. So what's happening? Obviously we can see from the arrow's going down, okay? Secondly, we're talking about a period of time in the past. So we would say, we can use vocabulary like went down, fell, decreased, or declined. So when we're writing, we would use this in a sentence, something like this. We would say that sales of music went down between 2010 and 2013. We could say music sales fell from 2010 to 2013. We could use decreased or we could use declined. The pattern is that sales are falling. Because it's past tense, we need to use the past simple tense, and we can say sales went down, sales fell, sales decreased, or sales declined during this period. Okay, let's move on to our next pattern, which is the pattern of movies. Now, if we look at movies, we can see in 2010, movies were at about 2.3 million. In 2011, they went up to around about approximately 4.25. In 2012, a sharp drop to about 1.8 million sales. And then finally, in the final year, 2013, we're looking at about 2.8 to 2.9 million sales. So we have like up and down. So how do we describe this kind of trend? Well, we can say fluctuated. We can say that the sales of movies between 2010 and 2013 fluctuated. Imagine a mountain range, up and down, changeable kind of items. And okay, this one here reached a peak. We can see in 2011, the sales of movies were at the highest point. We could say that they reached a peak. In 2011, sales of movies reached a peak of 4.25 million sales. At the other end, looking at 2012, we can use another term, fell to a low point. So this is purely looking at movies, and we can see here in 2012, sales of movies fell to a low point before going back up again in 2013. So when you see like changeable data, like up and down, like a mountain range, fluctuated. The sales fluctuated between 2010 to 2013. Okay, let's have a look at one more example. Okay, and in this example, we're looking at the sales of books from 2010 to 2013. In 2010, sales of books were approximately 2 million. Moving on to 2011, sales of books were at around 2.7 million sales. In 2012, we're right on the 3 million sales mark. And then finally, 2013, we are up to 5 million sales. So how do we describe this? So 2010 to 2013 is in the past. So we could describe this as went up. We could say sales increased, or we can say sales rose. So to put that into a sentence, the sales of books between 2010 to 2013 rose, increased, or went up as like 3 basic examples. So this is purely a short video to describe, to tell you about the basic ways that we can improve our vocabulary to describe the trends in a bar chart. Okay, if you require any more information on IELTS writing, the online classes, please contact us as below. Thank you very much.